The world is quickly and constantly changing. This means our mission fields have changed, but has our strategy. The end goal remains the same, but the path to get there needs to be remapped because the landscape is drastically different. Outcome-based ministry design exists to help empower local ministry leaders to navigate the dynamics of 21st century ministry contexts. Innovation is key in developing relevant ministry strategies. In our experience at One Hope, we've learned that many leaders and teams know they need innovative strategies, but lack the tools to transform good ideas about innovation into practical ministry application. Today we want to share a simple process to help your team become practically innovative in your next planning session. You've undoubtedly sat through brainstorming sessions in which everyone shares plenty of good ideas, but little insight is gained into which direction actually to move forward in. As Tom Agan writes, the problem is that for every right idea in the room at the beginning of a brainstorm session, there are 200 wrong ones. So rather than brainstorm, we want to suggest a two-step process: diverge and converge. Diverging is about promoting creativity. It is when you intentionally generate as many ideas as possible. No idea is a bad idea during diverging. We'll show you one way to do this in a moment. Converging is when you make the choices about which ideas to pursue and which to leave behind. Converging is about developing action steps out of the good ideas you've already identified. We want to discuss 3 simple tools for diverging and converging well. These tools empower everyone to be more creative. They help document the entire process of thought so that good ideas aren't lost, and most importantly, leads to actionable steps that everyone supports. You'll need a stopwatch, pens, Post-its, and a wall or whiteboard to stick them to. Post-up is a simple but useful diverging tool that helps everyone talk and share ideas. Write the goal of the meeting in front of your team and make sure everyone understands what you're trying to do. Give each team member their own stack of Post-it notes and a pen. For a set period of time, usually 5 to 7 minutes, have team members come up with as many ideas as possible. They should write one idea per Post-it note. Insist your team generates ideas the entire time. Encourage folks to push past their initial assumptions and to write down literally every idea that comes to mind. Do the activity silently to be most efficient. When the time period is up, have team members stand up and share the ideas with their entire group. They can simply read the idea off and stick the note to the wall. Repeated ideas should still be posted. Remind your team that this is a divergent time, that all ideas are good ideas, and not to voice negative comments. Even one criticism can hinder the creative process, especially for team members who are uncomfortable sharing what they think. With Post-up, you've diverged and generated dozens or even hundreds of ideas in just a few minutes. Hopefully your team is feeling energized and creative. Keep posting new ideas during the discussion if they come up. Now that you've generated your ideas, it's time to start converging. The first tool for converging is affinity mapping. Have your team work to group the notes from Post-up together around a similar theme. Literally move the Post-its into different groups based upon commonalities. Feel free to change and create categories as necessary. In fact, breaking from your initial groups to make new ones can be the most helpful element of the activity. It's best to avoid sticking Post-its onto each other so that you can keep moving them around. For example, if you're identifying a new outreach strategy for the next year, you might group the same set of ideas by theme, resource cost, difficulty, focus, or any other relevant category. There are no right or wrong answers. You should aim for only 3 to 5 categories, but keep all the ideas. Repeat ideas may be a good indication that you're onto something great. Thinking in different categories will help you refine your goal and identify new connections that haven't been apparent before. Now that you've grouped your ideas, it's time to finish converging. You may start the process by eliminating ideas that you've tried and failed, or that you know won't work right away. But undoubtedly, you'll still be left with more good ideas than you have resources to work towards. Dot voting is a tool to create consensus among your team around ideas to move forward. First, decide how many ideas you want to move forward with. It may be only one, a few, or a sequence of steps. Then, give each member a number of dots to vote with. This number is normally equal to the number of ideas you're simplifying to. Have team members go up to the affinity map and place their dots without comment. This cuts down the arguments and the time. Team members can distribute their dots as they see fit. They can place them all on one idea or distribute them among multiple ideas. After all team members have voted, discuss the ideas that have received the most votes. If necessary, remove the ideas with the fewest votes and vote again to further simplify. At the conclusion of this process, you will have several strong ideas to move forward with after spending only 1 to 2 hours to do so. Remember, These tools are a means to the end of innovative solutions. If they don't work, start again. You can always redefine the problem, bring in a new group of people, try different affinity groups, or several other variations. For written instructions of these activities, practical examples, and more resources for outcome-based ministry design, check out onehope.net/cultivate.